Hi, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Tea On Realty. Thank you for following and subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thanks for following us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And be sure to follow us on Eventbrite so you can see when we're having what workshop and where we're going to be having that particular workshop in general. So let's get started. So this episode is really going to be for the sellers, and I say this is for sellers because this is about whether you should use a realtor to sell your home or if you want to use one of those iBuy systems to sell your home, like the ones that's kind of like there's really not a person that you can actually physically touch. I won't name any names, so to speak, on the show, but for those that's been interested in looking to purchase a home, you know exactly the ones that we're talking about. We realtors know who they are. Some of us don't like them as much. Some of them like, okay, I'm willing to deal with it. Some of them, we kind of try to coach you as customers on your options, and that's something that if you interested in selling your home and you thought about using one of those iBuy kind of situations, that the listing agent who you're interested in should kind of give you some stats and maybe some information on how that process could work. So just in general, I just want to let you know what an iBuyer is. What is an iBuyer? An iBuyer is a company that will offer you to pay cash for your home, sight unseen. They've never seen your home before. They don't have an agent that's going to visit your home. They just going off the market, probably looking at Pillow and Kilo and all those other realtor sites that regular people like you and I search when we're looking for homes. And they choose and put a price out there and say, hey, I'll buy your home for this price. Based upon, and they have people that work from within that knows about real estate, so they kind of know how to surf the market in that area and things like that, and they kind of want to make you feel like you're getting like the best deal out here. And this might be a good option for those who trying to really just sell really quick, because maybe they're military and they getting relocated, so they have to move. But if you're not getting relocated and you're not in a rush to sell your home, you want to get the most amount that you can for your home, then iBuying might not be the best way for you to go. So the process of iBuying can be really quick. I mean, they could literally put you an offer on your home and you could close on your home in a matter of a week. I mean, they just have buku money and backing money with them to back them on certain things. And trust me, before they've come to you with an offer on your home, or if you do type where you reached out to them and they have to do their background, they're going to do their research on your particular home because they want to make sure that they can resell your home. That's the whole thing, is buy and sell. So, it's not an automatic thing where every time you put an offer in on one of their home, or they put an offer in on your home, or you reach out to them for them to give you an analysis of your home, it doesn't mean that they're going to buy your home. And I guarantee you, if they do buy your home, it's definitely not going to be what you really, really wanted, but it'll be close that you'll feel like you've gotten the best at the top. Right? So I'm going to break that down and give you a scenario, some options and some ideas on what you could look forward to. All right, so let's say you use a realtor versus iBuy. And the house is at about $525,000. The realtor, we as a realtors, we test the market. We get you top dollar for your home, $525,000 home. That's what we would list it at if it was your realtor. Now, as an iBuy company, they would come in at your home. A realtor's already done a CMA of your home. We already pulled what's market, what's been selling, what's on hold, what's pending in your area. So that's why we gave you that $525 price, right? But the iBuy system will come in and offer you, let's say, $472,000 for your home. I know you're like, oh, dang, that's like almost 40, 60, you know what I'm saying? That's like almost $60,000 less than what you would have gotten if you went with a realtor. Most people don't want to go with a realtor because the first thing they say is, oh, I got to pay the commission. As a seller, yes, there is commission involved. The price and the percentage of that commission is always negotiable because there is no such thing as set fees in this market. It's illegal to do that, at least here in Florida it is. So everything is negotiable. But depending on how fast and how patient you are, and if you're ready to move now or you can wait, you might think that, okay, 472 is good. I know my house right now probably worth about 450, and so 470, I'll take that. But you're not looking at the fact that you can get 525 possibly for your home. You're just looking at, I don't want to pay a realtor no commission, or I need to move right now. I don't have time to wait 45 days for this cash. I gotta move because I need it for the next one. All right. So standard commission, most and realtors is about 6% listing side. Commercial is definitely different. 6% is not the max. 6% is not the least. That's just an average to give you an idea on where commission could go. Could be around 6%. Now with an iBuy, obviously you're not paying them any commission. So whatever they offer you for your home is what they're offering you for your home. There is no extra commission being taken away from that particular home. All right, so with a realtor, there's typically, we don't have a service charge. Now, they might have a brokerage fee, which is like maybe, depending on who you're with, they're different. They range anywhere from $250 to $350. There's a brokerage fee, but there's not a service fee. We don't charge anything for our particular service. We don't do that as realtors, at least that I know of. There's a brokerage fee and there's a commission, but there's no service fee. Now with the iBuyer, what they don't realize is they do charge a service fee. In my eyes, I say that's another way of saying you charge a commission. And that service fee is actually more than if you were to list it at about an average of 6% commission. This service fee could be anywhere from 7% to 13% of the price that they're offering you. That $472 that they're offering you, it could be 7 to 13%. And sometimes they averaging about 9.5%. So technically, they could charge you 10% service fee to put an offer in your house that comes from your proceeds of your $472. Now you starting at $472 now. If you list with an agent that done the market right, you can start at $525 and only have to pay average 6% commission. But now you've dropped your price down to 60% less to $472. Now you've agreed to pay a service fee of anywhere between 6 and 13%, averaging about 9.5% of $472. That's about $44,000 more. So they put an offering on your house at $472,500. They done tacked in at their 9.5% average. You've already paid them $44,800 in service fees. That's just the service fees, right? Yeah. But if you had it listed with an agent, you would have paid average on 6%, which would have been about $31,000. But you done paid them about $44,000 because you thought that you were getting the best deal for yourself, because it was like, oh, I can get this money quicker than if I wait for somebody to put an offer into my house. Like I said, everyone's circumstances could be different. I don't know those circumstances. I'm just giving you some estimates and some facts about numbers and how you can make a good informed decision on when you decide to sell your home. All right, so closing costs and taxes are paid by the seller most likely, and if you can on any, like with if you're selling your house, typically whoever puts an offer in on your house, they might ask for a closing cost. But in this market right now, I don't think there's really any offers coming in asking for any concessions right now. It's just too hot for that. It's really not the market for that right now. 2 years ago, you could have came in asking for concessions, but right now, but on average, that's something that the seller would pay. So that's about $4,000 off of your we started at $525,000. We took our average realtor commission at 31.5. That's what we would end up with, about averaging 6%. It could be less or higher because, like I said, commission is negotiable. There's no additional service fee that a broker will charge. Closing costs is on you. On average, it'll be about $4,000 for that $525,000 home that you're interested in selling. So with a realtor starting at $525 with a 6% commission, no service fees involved, closing costs will be averaging about $4,000. You will net, and that's just saying that maybe you have a mortgage to pay off on this home. You will net using a realtor at least $104,000. $104,100 with a realtor. iBuy, you started at that $472.5 that you listing it, that they're offering you for it. They're charging you a service fee of on average on 9.5%, which is about $44,880, something up in there. Then you're paying $4,000 off of that in closing costs. So on average, that was almost $50,000. Plus, if you had a mortgage on that, you averaging your total net using an iBuyer, you would probably net about $29,000. Do you want $29,000 or you want $104,000? That's literally the difference of that $60,000 that they went under and offered you. From, if you had it listed at $525, you probably would have ended at the end of the day with $472, where they actually starting you off at $472. So you're going to end up netting only about $29,000 when you could have netted $104,000. You could have netted that extra $60,000. Like I said, I know sometimes time is of the essence. Sometimes you just have to go. You don't want to wait. You need that money right now. You need to move to another house. You got to be relocated. But as a realtor, I would suggest weigh your options before you even start this process, so you can determine what you can and what you are able to do. Because our job as a realtor is to make sure you get the most for your asset. Your home is your asset. We want to make sure that you get the most for your asset. And at the same time, I like to educate you, but I don't want to have a closed-minded conversation where I'm only educating you on one thing. I have to tell you, like, if that's something you're interested in, like if I just meet you and you never mention anything about those other type of iBuy situations, then I'm not going to mention those iBuy situations to you. Why would I do that? But if you come to me and you mention that to me and you seem to be interested in that, my question is, why are you interested in that? What are your reasonings for being interested? Because it has to be a reason. Like I said, it's personal. I got to move fast. There are reasons why people do what they do. There are reasons why someone would sell their home less when they can get more. And if you're in it to get more and to make money, then why are you going iBuy? You have to read the fine print. You have to educate yourself. You can't just go solely on what your realtor says. Do your own research on both aspects. And I'm pretty sure you might just say, you know what? It probably is better if I just go ahead and use this realtor. Because I would be losing out. Yes, I might have to wait 45 days for my house to close. If you got a good lender, whoever the buyer agent is, if they have a good lender, then maybe they can close the transaction in less than 30 days. That's amazing. There are programs out there and lenders out there that can close the transaction in less than 30 days. Some of them so fast, 17 days, 14 days is a record. It can happen if the buyer has all their stuff together, as far as documents and stuff. So I just felt the need that since there is a lot of iBuying in our network now, all over the country, in our area, in our market, it was only right for me to come on and kind of give you some options, because I'm all about options. There's options when I'm sending you homes that you might want to buy. There's options when you're deciding if you want to use a bank or a private lender. So I understand that there are options when it's time to sell your home But the goal for me as if I was your agent would be, how can I get you the most? And I'm just gonna say, if I can't get you the most that is reasonably for the market. Now I ain't finna list nothing that's outrageously priced. Make me look like a fool out here knowing I ain't gonna be able to sell that, and then you're gonna talk bad about me if I don't sell it because it's listed too high. My goal is to educate you, get you the most you can that the market will allow for you of your home. And if I weigh the options on what an iBuy will offer you, I'm pretty sure most people now are savvy. They don't already went to the iBuy people themselves. And that's just real. I tend to know in my life that if somebody asks me a question about something, 9 times out of 10, they already know what their answer gonna be. They just want to know what you're gonna tell them. If you're gonna tell them the same thing somebody else told them, or if you're gonna tell them something different, or add or take away. So however that may come to be, you just need to know your options. So with that being said, I just wanted to come on and talk about iBuying versus Realtor any day of the week. Always weigh your options. Always get second opinions. Always get more information. If you don't know about something, reach out to a professional in that area. Reach out to the Tea On Realty. That's what we do. We give you the Tea On Realty. You can reach out to us, email us with your questions at info@theteaonrealty.org. You can go on our website, contact us, www.theteaonrealty.org. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, here on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel so you can know when we post our new videos. Also, follow us on Eventbrite, because that's where we post our workshops that we have in the community, and we also post our events that we do around the neighborhoods, for kids, for families, for Thanksgiving, for back to school, for spring break, for summer, for Christmas. We post all of those things on our social media platforms, and you can register for them on Eventbrite. But I just wanted to come in and make sure that I gave you all the tea on realty when it comes to all of those entities, when it comes to iBuying. So I hope you learned something that you didn't know before. Like I always say, I like to leave people, hopefully they learned something they didn't know before. If they didn't, if you did, I hope you did. Share, follow, comment, do all that good stuff, how we do. All right. Thank you guys for coming in.